What's good, everybody? This is the one and only TQuest, and you are tuned into the TQuest show with DJ El Nino.
The TQuest show with DJ El Nino. Relatable, informative, yet entertaining. If you think you can handle being a guest on the show, contact us today. We've interviewed independent artists to mainstream, regular folk to celebrities. You never know who's going to be our special guest, and one day it may just be you. Follow us on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM and DJ El Nino. El Nino. El Nino. Hey you. Me? Yes, you. What up? Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Hell yeah! GLM Designs can help you with just that. Word? From laptop skins? You lying! Promotional flyers? Yo, son! Promo videos? I need that! OBS Twitch overlays and backgrounds. Hey, yo, let me get that. Professional one sheets and so much more.
Oh my god.
Please visit our website,
I want it right now.
GottaLoveMeWorld.com today to check out our designs.
Get it.
Follow us on social media at Gotta Love Me World.
Follow it.
GLM Designs are here to take care of all your graphic needs.
That's right. We are here to take care of all your graphic needs. Whatever you need to help expand your brand, all you gotta do is contact us and help us take you to the next level. Shout out to our listeners that are live on Facebook and YouTube, and the ones who may be listening on a streaming platform or even a radio station near you.
That's right. Radio stations, podcasts,
Oh my god.
live casts.
Oh my god.
Why the hell not? You know what I mean? DJ El Nino on the place. Oh, I like when you announce me. You know, the award-winning.
The award-winning
Thank you.
DJ El Nino.
There it is. There it is.
Nino.
I like that.
Nino.
I like that. I'm going
Better?
to go get me some water. My voice is crazy today. I'll be right back.
So why don't you go quench your thirst? And
Yeah, there's a lot of thirst out there. A lot of thirst.
And because I already have my water, Quest 2O's way to go.
Yeah, I see. Everybody has it except
his
me.
water.
My voice sounding all, you know what I mean?
So you go get yours, and I'm going to start, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to bring on today's guest. So let the people know who you are and where you're checking in from.
Hey, what's going on? I appreciate y'all having me, man. It's Uber Gang, and I'm checking in from Dallas, Texas. By the way of Dallas, Texas, the Big D. You know, I'm here, and I'm happy to be here.
Okay. So since I'm a professional, I'm not going to comment on the Big D part, okay? But
I'm sorry, I didn't mean any
I understand.
any
So,
vulgar. Anyway, you know, that's what they call
it's
Dallas.
fine,
You know, in
it's
Texas,
fine.
the
Because
big
it's
dirty
the
D.
family show.
Take that.
So you said you're checking in from Dallas, Texas, by the way of Dallas, Texas. Does that mean you rep and proud of your city?
Yep. I started my music journey in Dallas, to be honest with you, but I'm not from Dallas. I'm from Austin, Texas. But I've been living in Dallas 12 years now. And I met some of the coolest engineers, the coolest producers, you know. So, you know, I just been up ever since, you know. So,
Okay.
Quick question. How far is Dallas from Austin? It's pretty close, right?
It's like 3 hours driving slow, 2.5 if you hauling ass.
If you're heavy. Okay. All right. There you go.
He's not saying that he's driving fast. He's just letting people know that
it's possible. He's just saying it's possible.
And when you got somewhere to go, you know, in some areas you can speed and in some areas you can't.
There it is. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so every platform that you're on, it's new listeners, new viewers, right? So we gotta know the name, the backstory behind the name, because I'm so curious. Uber Gang.
You know, Uber Gang, man. It's one of them names that it's me, but it was given to me. Like people just my last name is Uber. First off, Uber is my real name.
Mm-hmm.
And I got one of those names that a lot of people can't say. It's hard to say. So everybody was just like, "What's good, gang? What's good, gang? What's good, gang?" You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I went, "What's good, gang?" And got around real quick. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Because my face was popular, but people couldn't say my name. People couldn't say Uber. People couldn't say it right. So everybody just calling me gang. So it's and um I honestly I did a show with Big Extra Plug, and everybody was just in the crowd just Uber gang. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of people just so they honestly that name was given to me, but I honestly I turned it up, like I made it for what it was. You know what I mean? Because I have
Mm-hmm.
a whole clothing line. I have a whole brand. It's called UG.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear UG, everybody assumes it stands for Uber gang, but that's not what it stands for. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I'm just an artist under the brand. I'm a music
Mm-hmm.
artist under the brand, but we sell clothes, we feed the homeless, we do a lot of art stuff in the community. You know what I mean? I have is other artists, but UG is the brand, and UG stands for under God you good. You know what I mean? I'm
Mm-hmm.
Uber Gang, that's
I
one of the
like that.
artists under the brand. You know, I'm Uber Gang, that's one of the artists under the brand. And of course, the name gang come from the street homies that I met in the streets. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of them couldn't say Uber, so they just start calling me gang, and then I just kind of just it kind of just dropped on me, like you know what I mean. The DJs and the clubs I come in, Uber Gang in the building, uh, and then it just went from there, you know. And here we are now. I'm Uber Gang, you know what I mean. So
I love
that's
that.
how it transpired.
I love that. It's interesting that you say that because I tell a lot of people when it comes to expanding from like being an artist and into a brand, you want to make sure that whatever you're doing has multiple purpose and multiple meanings. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's kind of like if you want to do a clothing line, I don't want to wear something that's like your name or your production name or your record label. I want
Yeah,
something that actually looks like a brand. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And so I love how you incorporate it differently, especially when it comes to consumers, because that's going to actually bring in more consumers doing it like that. You know?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. And you mentioned Big X the plug. That's funny because I asked my little brother, I'm like, you young, so who's popping right now in these streets? And he mentioned him. And at the time,
Big X heavy,
I didn't know who that
heavy,
Yeah.
was. I didn't know.
heavy
Big X the
rotation.
plug is my boy, but my boy is one of his my boy is one of his artists, and his artist's name is Young Hood. And shoot, you know, when they go on shows, X be like, man, hit gang good, man. Had gang pull up on us, you know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
you know, you know what I mean? And you know, it just took off from there. Like, when I go
Hmm.
out now, everybody Uber gang, what it do, my boy? You know what I'm saying? What it do? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Some of them still just say Uber. Some of them be Uber gang. You know what I mean? The people that knew
Hmm.
me from probably 10, 15 years ago, they'll still say, what's good, Uber? And then the people that know me recently from the last 6, 7, 8 years, they be like, what's up, gang? You know what I mean? So I put them both together, Uber gang. You know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
and the word gang is nothing street related. It's nothing violence or nothing. It's just like the gang is like a slang word for family. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
anybody that's got the last name Uber, they part of Uber gang type. You know what I mean? And which is
Okay.
basically just my kids. So
Hmm.
that's basically it.
So let me ask you a question. When you're out there on the stage, what was your reaction like? Being out there with BX the plug and with folks of that notoriety right now. What is your reaction when you out there doing what you do?
My reaction, man, is honestly, man, to be honest with you, is so what a time to be alive type reaction. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you go from you be surprised. It surprised me like okay, when I'm looking at my music on YouTube and the streams and stuff, you see numbers, that's cool. But it's a whole different atmosphere when you got 150 people in the crowd front of
Yeah.
150 people, thousand in the crowd versus 150 people, thousand streams, bobbing their
Mhm.
head, saying your name. It's just like one of them. It's one of them unsurreal moments where like I can't believe this really took me this far like that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So what would you 2 years ago? Um, what did you consider? What did you consider yourself 2 years ago compared to now?
2 years ago, I considered myself. I with music, I always kind of had um an ear for it. And like when I go to the studio out here and I'm with all the engineers and producers, they like, man, you have like a unique sound because you have African, you have American. You like, I'm a real African American. Like dad is full Nigerian, mama is full American, you know. And they was like, you just have a unique, different type of sound. So like, we like you to get on this beat and that beat and this and that. And at that time, it was just like, I was like, man, I don't mind doing all this, man, but I gotta figure a way we can feed the fam off this. You know
That
what I'm
is.
saying?
That is.
If I'm
Absolutely.
if I'm dedicating this much time, putting this much money into things, I love how I sound. I love what I could do, and I appreciate you. But we got to figure a way to get this thing up and running on the business aspect of the things, so we can make it all make sense. Because you know, after it gets to a certain age where if it don't make sense, you ain't trying to do it. You know,
Facts.
so
Absolutely.
It's a
that's
return on
the difference
investment.
between
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's pretty much the difference between then and now. Now, you know, I got a team. I signed with Wealth Nation. It's making sense. Like, you know, I got the business side sold up, everything sold up. So now, you know, it's time to just press on the gas and, you know, spread the blessing that God gave me, you know, with my voice.
Mhm.
That is. How long you been in the game, man?
Um, man,
Sure.
I've been making music for a long time, man. But I would say about 2020, around COVID time is when I started
Pandemic.
taking it serious.
Okay.
Pandemic, man. So when I started trying to take it serious, start getting on streaming platforms, start actually showing my face, start actually, you know what I'm saying? I honestly, man, I didn't really want to be a rapper, but I'm gonna be honest
Okay.
with you. I didn't want to be an artist, but it was just one of those things where like it's just like it was just dropped in my lap. Like, why not take advantage of the opportunity? You know what I mean?
Yes,
Why
sir.
Mhm.
not? You know,
Why not?
Why not?
why not? You know, why
That
not
is.
take?
That is.
Why not? You know what I mean? I'm already kind of known. I'm already
Right.
kind of I know all the top engineers. I know people. I know people that been signed. I'm in Dallas. This is like a music area. I'm from Austin, the music capital of the world,
Yeah.
like home of South by Southwest and a lot of other music festivals. And it's just like, it's like one of those things was like I had to really do some soul searching. I'm like, some things that happen in this industry to me never happened to nobody that been trying to do music. So I'm like, man, I think God, this is something He want me to do. I feel like
Okay.
God, this is something He want me to do. Whether if it's doing some Christian rap, whether if it's making music vibes, motivation music. I feel like music is something that He want me to do. It always, no matter how much I try to get away from it, it always come right back, some type of form of fashion.
I like that. I like that. Tell me about the experience you had first time you heard somebody you did not know, nobody, not part of your crew, but a pure stranger playing your music. Tell me about how that felt.
Man, you know what, man? This is a real story right here, man. This is crazy. I was in Austin. I'm not living in Austin no more, about it. That's where I'm from though. But I
Okay.
moved out of Austin. I moved from Austin at least like 12 years ago. But I went back to Austin for South by Southwest, and I'm downtown on 6th Street, and I see Yellow Beezy, Trap Boy. So I walk up to them and I got my phone out. I'm like, "What's good, Yellow? What's happening?" And then as I'm doing that, somebody runs up to me. "What's good, Uber Gang? Uber
Wow.
Gang right here. This is that. What's good?" So I'm like, kind of like hollering at them, and then I got people coming to me, and I'm like, dang. You know what I mean? I'm him too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you sitting there fanning up and got somebody else like, yo, I don't care about him. I want to holler at Uber. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I'm around Yellow Beezy, Trap Boy Freddy, Tom Tom, some other Texas artists. Then I got people running up to me, Sauce Walker, and I got people running up to me like trying to take pictures and stuff. So I'm like, man, that was the first time that I really kind of like realized that like I'm really getting out there. Like people starting to know who I am and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I was very shocked
too. That's a good look too. You know what I mean? You got people of that caliber. You know what I mean? And they saying you one of them too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's a good look. Talk to him, Quest.
I'm sorry. I'm just enjoying the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was kind of a crazy moment because it's like in my head, I'm just a normal dude to go home, make music, go to the grocery store. And you know, I be in my little box, and you know, you don't feel that when you in your box. Then when you get out that box, you be like, wow, all this streaming, all this time I've been uploading music, all this work I've been doing, it's actually getting me out there. You know, it's actually working. Sometimes you just be feeling like, oh, I'm just doing this but it actually was getting me out there, getting my face recognized, face known, my name known. Like I said, my name is unique. So people always mess it up the first time they say it. UBAH, UBAH, Uber. You know, I get it. I heard it all, man. I heard it all. So, you know, that's where we at, brother.
We get it. We go through the same thing. I go through the same thing with my real name. So I just tell people to call me Quest. Nino goes with it with his DJ name. They keep thinking he's Lil Nino and it's El Nino. Like,
don't come with no Lil Nino. Get out with that little shit. Nah, get out of here.
Hey, that ain't no. I don't see no little in there, but yeah.
Get out of here. No, people say that. Get out of here.
You know, I just say people just lazy with the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even try. They just say whatever comes to mind. I be feeling like
people be doing. They just call you what they want to call you, long as it's something similar. Because I didn't have the same person butcher my name 1,000 times, and I didn't say it to him. So you know, they just came to the point. They just call me Gang. Gang, what's good, Gang?
Yeah, because people just be glancing at the name. That's what it is. They glance at it. Oh, all right, I'm saying like whatever. And real talk, some people can't read. No disrespect, but that's one of them things too. They like, I don't know.
Nah, facts. It ain't right.
Yo, I shouldn't be laughing this hard. I'm sorry. No, because it's irritating. You know, put some respect on my name. Like that phrase is real. You know what I'm saying? I work hard for what I do and who I am. So put some respect on my name. No, but I love how humble you are because there's so many artists out here that like want to, you know, really be mainstream. I'm just like, well, half of y'all ain't putting in no work. You ain't even in the streets. You ain't really truly networking, but you just mysteriously waiting for something to happen. You know, with you, you're staying humble. You doing what you're doing. You networking. You're taking advantage of your environment and your surrounding area. So I'm not surprised that all these things are happening for you. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, man. I feel like sometimes I'm too humble because you know I feel like
I know that life.
Facts, me too.
Keep talking, man.
Sometimes I just feel like I'm too humble, you know, because the reason why I say that because it's like, you know, the what I'm doing, making music, I feel like that's God-given talent. God blessed me with that. I was born blessed to do that. So ain't no reason for me to act like I'm P. Diddy or just my nose in the air like I'm Kanye West.
Out of all people.
I'm just naming some cocky people, like some cocky people that was blessed. That was blessed. I'm just naming some cocky people, you know, like you don't gotta act like that. You know what I mean? You don't. I feel like that. You don't have to act like that. That's just me personally. You know what I mean? To me, that'll run fans away versus attract them. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying? We all our blood pump all the same, man. My blood flowing through my body just like yours.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but sometimes people like yo, you ain't cocky enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Some people will say that
yeah,
like, yo man, you should be a little more cocky. You know what I'm saying? You
I
like,
yeah.
mean, I can,
yeah, I can.
I
Yeah,
can, like,
but I let my flex speak for itself.
there it is. Say
So,
that.
yeah. There you
Say that.
go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let the
mhm,
light just let God just keep shining the light on me. Like you know, that's how I look at it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna let the light keep shining. Like, like you're gonna have to outwork me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can be cocky, but it's not in my blood. It never been. So if I start being cocky, I wouldn't be being myself. And being
mhm.
myself got me to this point. So why would I get to this point and then start being something that I never was?
I like that. I like that.
Yo, you already got all your Uber like quotes. Okay,
Yeah,
get your
yeah,
Uber
yeah. I
quote.
mean, yeah, man. Hey, I'm just like I said. I'm just being myself. I'm just talking like you'd be surprised. People come up to me and just like to talk and hold conversations. Now that part I can't do all the time with all people, but people just come up to me sometimes, just be want to just talk and hold conversation, just talk about stuff, just random stuff. You know what I mean? I'm like, dang, bro, you don't even know me. Why are you telling me your relationship life? Why are you telling me these well, you Uber gang, man. We good. I know we good. I'm like, okay. I guess that's
Yeah, I didn't even know you got caught out there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know all
Mm.
that. I didn't even need to know your girl was cheating on. I don't even know all that stuff. I don't need to know that. You know what I'm saying? But
you
hey,
know what I'm saying.
Yo,
I didn't need to know all of
scary.
that. Like I didn't
yeah,
have people come up to me in the random in the mall. Hey man, could you rap that one line for me so I can get it on camera so my girl can hear it? Because I'm in here, I'm trying to get away from her or whatever. I'm just like, man, what's going on? Hey,
powerful.
do not don't use me as you know what I'm saying, your getaway resource or whatever you got going on in your personal life.
Oh my
Yeah, yeah,
gosh.
don't use me to get away. Use me to get in, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Use
Whoa.
me to get in.
yeah,
You be like, yo, this is my man, Uber gang. You know what I mean? You spit something like that, then he show it to the lady, and you know what I mean? Get a little
yeah,
closer.
yeah, yeah.
But don't use me the other way.
Yeah, that's just messy.
Yeah, well,
It's
people are
the
messy. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
other
man.
way around.
People are messy.
Oh my God. But I want to talk about the main reason why we're here, which is your music. You know, it's a beautiful thing
Mhm.
that you have a lot of stuff going for yourself because nowadays, one, two, three, four talents, one, two, three, four gifts, one, two, three, four streams of income is very important in today's climate. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But I
man.
heard you earlier when you said you were a legit African American. And
Legit.
when I was going through your catalog, I'm just like, this got like Afrobeat, Caribbean type vibe to it. I'm just like, I wonder if that's his culture or was he just dipping his toe into something different?
Man, it's a little bit of both, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of
Okay.
both because I'm a real African American, but I've never been to Africa. I I mean, I don't know my father's side of the family, so I never got to be around that culture. But
Mhm.
like I said, and before, it's like what I'm doing is natural. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I just got on the Afro beat and the way I rap and the way I talk and the way I make my music, it just flowed with it,
Mhm.
you know. So it was just natural. Like I'm just naturally doing me being me. You know what I mean? I'm not
Absolutely.
talking about selling a 7,000 bricks when I ain't never seen a QP. I ain't talking about
Yeah, it's
I'm not
facts.
talking about having 20 different girls in one room when I got a wife. I'm not I'm naturally being, you know what I mean, being me. And
Mhm.
that's just it, you know?
I
That's
like
why I
that.
tell them I'm a real live cash cow. Like, that's really how I am in real life. Like, so
Yeah.
when I made the song Cash Cow, it was like, it makes sense. It makes great sense. Because it was made sense because all I had to do is just talk about what I really do for a living, you know?
Mhm.
So
Well,
It
that's
if
where
is.
if
we at.
that ain't the perfect segue.
Hey,
Okay. Well,
I am.
we're here
Hey,
to talk about the new single. Before we get into it and everything, How's the feedback so far on the track?
Man, the feedback on the track been, man, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty amazing, man. I don't know any other way to put it. You're gonna always have your negative feedback in this industry. It's just part of the industry. You most time gonna have more haters than congratulators. But on Cash Cow, the feedback's been amazing because it's like I feel like everybody can apply that to their life. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something like it's not a song that only women is gonna listen to. It's not a song that only men is gonna listen to. It's a song that everybody can apply to their life, even children, even kids. You know what I mean? So the feedback's been awesome. I even got a club. They made a club out here in Dallas called Cash Cow. So um, it's just been a blessed journey, bro. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for every moment.
So does that mean I get in free at the Cash Cow?
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah. Now on weekends, if I'm here in town, I am VP. I am VP, and VP is like where you get like you get to bring people with you with like VIP access to the club. It's just that you just have to it's a business as well. So
Right.
you have to drink. You have to
I don't drink.
get a little bottle or whatever. But you will be able to get in.
All right, there it is. There it is.
Well, I don't drink, so you have fun at the Cash Cow. And
or buy a hookah, or just stand there and look pretty.
that's the one right there.
That's one right there. That's one right there. You good then?
That's what
That's
most of the
the
girls
one.
go to do anyway, to stand there and look pretty, right?
Well, not me, because I tell people if I'm going out, I'm gonna make sure it's worth it. So if I'm going to the
Yeah.
club and the DJ is rocking, I'm on the dance floor. I'm not there to stand
Okay.
around just to be cute. You know what I'm saying? I can
Okay.
do that at home. So
Okay.
if
Yeah.
I'm out, I'm going to be out and I'm going to be dancing. I'm having a good time and making some great memories. No, I don't have to be with the crowd that's drinking and smoking. That's not my thing. That's your thing. Do you? But if I'm out there, I'm going to have me some fun. Period.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like a plan.
Yes. So let's get into this cash cow. Ching, ching, ding, ding. So, anybody you want to give flowers that was a part of either the production, writing, the music video, give some flowers to the team.
Yeah. Of course, man. I want to give flowers to my main engineer, Bud Beats, man. He's an awesome dude. He's a great businessman. Anybody that's in the music, if you're in the DFW area, I highly recommend him. Also, my producer, Little Mister, he's a great dude too. He's a great dude, and they just good people to do business with. You have some people that are good to do business with, and you got some people that's just like a headache.
Woo!
And
Ooh.
they just good people, and then that's pretty much that's the back end side of the music scene. I gotta give them their flowers.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because one thing I don't like what people do is act like everyone's part is not important. You know what I'm saying?
There we
Like,
go.
can't write to the beat if the beat
Yeah,
making the engineer didn't make the beat. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's not going to be leveled properly if the engineer don't do what he has to do. You know what I'm saying? So every
mm-hmm,
person that's involved, their part matters because that's the whole purpose of them being involved. So
yeah,
that's why when we're on the show, I'm like, yeah, shout out your engineers, shout out your producers, your beat makers, or whatever, whoever helped you with getting where you are today. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I'm here for that. We good? So what I want you to do is to remind the people who you are again, and I want you to introduce the track, okay?
Okay, it's Uber Gang in the building, and y'all are jamming Cash Cow, one of the hottest songs in the world right now. Y'all tune in, tap in, turn up, whatever you got to do. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So different living. We on the Cash Cow mission, assume the position. The cheese is blue, the shot shots I'm shooting, you already know that I'm switching. It's double or nothing on the chisel. I'm licking my fingers, count hundreds and fifties. In the blink of an eye, I might hit it again, just like Bobby hit Whitney. I'm the Captain G. It's on the flow for me. You ain't gon' shop where your ass ain't really supposed to be. And it's a rolling fee, and you get smoke for free. Turn your little bitty ass nigga into some groceries. We on a mission, cash cow living. Standing on business, business on business, and chicken on chicken. Don't waste my time. Gotta get money, gotta keep fun, run, make back, jumping jacks, make back, run it back, jump. We don't go in full throttle. Shut up, bitch, swallow. We on the cash cow mission, so soon the position. The cheese is blue, the shots I'm shooting, you already know that I'm switching. It's double or nothing on the chisel. I'm licking my fingers, count hundreds and fifties. In the blink of an eye, I might hit it again, just like Bobby hit Whitney. I'm the Captain G. It's on the flow for me. You ain't gon' shop where your ass ain't really supposed to be. And it's a rolling fee, and you get smoke for free. Turn your little bitty ass nigga into some groceries. 100 balls I swish. You can shop with me. On the payment I sell, it's BTC. We bought 4 seasons like VIP. Just made a quick 50, and this ain't nothing. Zaza got me so high, I be buying whatever. Running up the bands, any climbing, any weather. No excuses, go get it. No excuses, gotta touch it. Wipe her eyes down for a little bit of nothing. We on the cash cow mission, so soon the position. The cheese is blue, the shots I'm shooting, you already know that I'm switching. It's double or nothing on the chisel. I'm licking my fingers, count hundreds and fifties. In the blink of an eye, I might hit it again, just like Bobby hit Whitney. I'm the Captain G. It's on the flow for me. You ain't gon' shop where your ass ain't really supposed to be. And it's a rolling fee, and you get smoke for free. Turn your little bitty ass nigga into some groceries.
If that wasn't like a hard stop. And we're back here on the TQuest Show with DJ El Nino, and that was UBAH. UBAH gang. Gang. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cow. Ching, 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 ching.
I like that. I like the flow. I like the beat. You know what I'm saying? Good job with that. No, man, good job with that.
Appreciate
What's the reaction
it,
to folks out there, man? You say you getting crazy reactions out there. You happy with the response to this piece?
Yeah, I'm happy with the responses I speak. You know, like I said before, I kind of know what come with this. You know, you're gonna have people that's gonna love it, and you're gonna have people that's not gonna like it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so I mean, I am happy though. You know, I was on the top 10, top 100 Apple's chart. So, you know,
all right, there you go.
Any accomplishment, any type of plats they give me, I'm grateful.
There you go. Because you remember at the end of the day, even your favorite artist, you're not gonna like your favorite artist every song that he makes. You know what I mean? No matter who your favorite artist is, whoever it is, there's gonna be some songs you be like, yeah, no, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it is.
Yeah.
Good. Because I like this. It sounds like it's ready. Sometimes some indie artists sound indie. You know what I mean? Your joint sound like it can be in there with the mix with everything. So good job with the flow. Good job with the mastering and everything. So I like this piece, man. Good job. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It's interesting because the other evening I was on another call when they interviewed you, and I told you I liked the song, and you have my attention. Let's see if you can keep my attention, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I went into your catalog to check out some things, and I'm like, okay, I found some more stuff that I like. And Stuck on My Grind was one of my favorites.
Oh man, that's my favorite song. If the song out of the songs I made, that's my favorite song. That was like my favorite song, and it was honestly like the first official song that I made with an Afrobeat vibe. And that song, when I made that song, it was like jumping out. It was like jumping off the porch. I was doing something that nobody was doing. I was a rapper on an Afrobeat song. So I didn't know what type of reaction I was gonna get from people. I didn't know how they was gonna feel about it. So it was just like one of those things, like your whole family been working at it's like your whole family been working for this job for their whole life, but you decide to go that route. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
was just like, I know in this industry, for you to make it to where you want to make it, you have to be different. I can't sound like Boss Man D-Lo. They don't want another Boss Man D-Lo. They don't want another Kevin Gates. They want somebody different. They don't want another Rod Wave. You know what I'm saying? So now they got Uber Gang. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody like Uber Gang. You ain't gonna see another Uber Gang. It's only one. You know what I mean? So, that's how I look at it.
Now you smart with that. You smart with that because there's a lot of artists like being watered down versions of an artist, and to the
Yeah.
point you be like, look, if I want to hear him, I listen to the other dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily listen to the bootleg version of dude. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mm-hmm.
like that. I like the way you think. I like the way you
It
think.
sounded like a
Yeah.
skit for a project.
Sound like a skit. I mean,
We don't need another so and so. We ain't need it.
Yeah.
yeah,
You gotta clip that part. That sounds like a skit.
Yeah.
I love
Man.
that. I love
I'm,
that.
I'm just being me. You know what I mean? You catch me on a random day. This is how I am. It's just me. Just
Chill.
me. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So that's one thing I love about doing interviews and stuff because I don't have to try to dress up and be somebody else. I can just be myself,
mm,
because this is really me. You know what I'm saying? I always try to talk positive in people's lives, no matter what you're going through. We all gonna go through something. Ain't nobody perfect. Everybody going through something. You know what I mean? So I
mm,
always try to speak positive. Even the young artists that's coming up, I try to tell them like these music talking about killing and stuff. It might get you known, but the big dogs that's going behind the scenes that's gonna help you get your family out them shit, they can't take that to them people. You know what I
mm.
mean?
Yeah.
They can't take that to the people. Like no folks don't want to play that in the club all night and getting people shot up and stuff and whatever the case is.
facts.
Mm-hmm.
They
Facts,
want
because certain songs give off certain energies. You know what I'm saying? And if you play
yeah,
too much of that, then now you got a lot of rah rah going on in the club, and that's not
yeah.
cool.
Man, to this day, if Knuck If Your Butt come on, I'm like, bathroom break.
Uh,
I ain't standing on the dance floor.
bathroom break, and if you kind of pay attention to when they play a song like "Knuckle You Buck," they don't play the whole song. They just play just a little part just to get you in that mood. And once
Hmm.
the crowd see the DJ in that mood, he'll make if it Drake. You know what I mean?
That's how they be doing. That's what the DJ sound like. That's what they
that's,
sound like.
that's what they do. Yeah, there you go.
Don't
Yeah,
give me somebody else.
I like that.
Manya.
I
Yeah, man.
forgot. But yeah, I appreciate you just taking the time to be here on the show, and I'm glad that you're an artist that just know who you are, good head in your shoulders. Like you said, it's natural because you're a genuinely good person. So it's easy
Yeah,
for come right here because you're pretty much just having a conversation. Other people they be struggling. They don't know who they
yeah,
are. They don't know what they're doing. They be so lost. They be on edge. Like I'm like, this is supposed to be one of the best parts outside of performing and
Facts,
creating. Like
facts. Yeah, letting folks know
yeah.
who the
this
hell
is
you
time to
is.
just talk about you and what you're
You know what I'm
doing. Like
saying?
you should get more excited. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But
Mm-hmm.
everybody's not
Like I
there.
said, man, I don't know. I'm happy to be here. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I'm just I'm happy to be here. I feel like y'all could have caught anybody to come. You know, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
No,
give you
man. No, man.
my true opinion, my true feelings, man. I appreciate you
Let,
tapping
let
in
me
with
ask.
me.
Let me ask you a
Absolutely.
question. Let me ask you a question. If I was if you were on Spotify or something, what would be the other artists that would pop up around you? You know what I'm saying? Like sounds like, reminds me of. What would be those artists?
Uh, um, I would say, man, Roddy Rich.
Okay,
Uh, I would say, let me think. I would say, I would say Travis Scott, Maxo. I'm like artists who like none of their songs sound the same.
got you.
You
Hmm.
have some artists where you get that song CD, and every song kind of sounds the
Every song
same.
exact. Well, yeah, that's yeah.
The only person who got away with that was Kim. He's the only person.
Yeah. And then you have some artists that you get on there, every song sounds different.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm that's how I am. You might get a trap song one song, then the next song we gonna be on the beach, the vibes from the Caribbeans,
There you go. I like it.
Then
I
the
like
next song it might be a love mix song. You never know. So
Okay, what's the
you
name of
just
that song? What's the name of that one?
Beautiful Lies.
Ooh.
Well, I actually got a T-shirt that says that. I actually have a Beautiful Lies T-shirt.
It's called Beautiful Lies, and it's a proven fact. You can look it up. I dropped that song before Young Blue made his song Beautiful Lies.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying he stole my title or whatever, but if you look at the dates, that song dropped first.
Okay.
I just didn't have the industry behind me like he did. So
there you
of
go.
course he got more out there like that.
There you go. There you go.
Well, I got my 3-pack. How about you, Nino?
Say what?
I got my 3-pack. Yeah.
What's the song out there that you would say that DJs need in that catalog that you made?
I think they need Moment of Clarity.
Moment of Clarity.
And it also comes down to what kind of club, what setting club are you DJing at? What is it? A hip hop lane club? It is a mixed crowd. If it's a mixed crowd, you gotta have the stuck to the grind. You gotta have the stuck to the grind, and then I'm about to drop Enjoy, and that is a banger. Like Sony won't let me release it until we got all of this stuff, all these paperwork signed. So it's just a little waiting period right now.
Okay.
And I feel like
cross all your I's, dot the T, dot the I's, cross the T's. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So I feel like that Moment of Clarity, Cash Cow, Stuck to the Grind, those 3 songs will kind of just take you they just different vibes, but they are good vibes. Moment of Clarity and Cash Cow, they play it in Dallas, every random places. Stuck to the Grind, they playing it in like different countries. It's more international. It's more of an international song because it gives you.
I got that international catalog as well. I like that. Now the question is now since I'm on a lot of radio stations, since I actually program radio stations, do you have any clean music that I can send to my people?
Yeah, I have a clean version of all my songs. I try not to cuss in those songs. If you listen to my music, I try my hardest not to cuss. I feel like cussing is a lack of your talent. You know what I mean? I feel like if you gotta cuss through a whole song, you're not talented. I
like that thinking.
But some phrases sound good with a little cuss word.
Real talk. There's some, and I admit that.
I would never say
some dirty songs. You like, yo, I ain't like the clean version. There's some joint.
Yeah, but
with certain
if you
words,
listen to songs that do nothing but cussing, it's just like man, we living in a world today, man. I don't know. I feel like we living in a world today where it's enough of bad energy.
Facts,
it's enough bad vibes. There's enough of bad things going on. Let me jam something that's gonna give me some good energy, make me feel good. Even though my account might be negative $25, I'm still gonna be just when this song come on, you just go.
It is. This right here is going to take me away from all those bad thoughts. That is. I just want to relax right now. I don't want to be delving in all that.
Blood pressure going up because I'm in the car. No, if you buck, why? What I'm saying?
I'm going the other way.
You know what I'm saying? Let us slow down. Let his ass go. Let him go. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Just let him go around.
Just slow down.
I believe like those songs, they have their purpose in different settings. Maybe if you're getting ready for a basketball game, you working out, you trying to pump yourself up, they have their purposes. But
facts, yeah. Working out, all that, all that stuff. It can work,
But
boxing, that could work for all that stuff.
See, this is why I knew I liked you. Cause I told people that I said every song is not for every setting.
Facts. That's facts.
Like I can hear people's songs. I'm like, yeah, your song will fit in rotation, but it's not for my personal ears. You know what I'm saying? And there's some
Yeah,
songs I like for me personally that ain't hitting for the
Yeah,
radio
that's not
station.
rotation. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, every song has
I
its
think you need. To,
purpose.
I think you need to listen to "Beautiful Lies." I think you would like that. I think you would like that, T
I
I
Quest.
don't
see. See, I think we
know.
gonna need like a 5-pack from you, man. Send us a 5-pack of clean music. You know what I'm saying? And what I'll do,
Okay,
you got his information, Quest. You got all that?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. Tell him we need a 5-pack. Because for real, I want to sing your tracks to some of my radio connects. Um,
okay, okay.
so they can play them. I know usually when I send tracks to the people, um, they're playing. You know what I mean? Because I don't send
Hmm.
anything to anybody. I don't. Because I know if I send
Yeah,
anything, they ain't gonna pay attention to what I send them.
yeah,
So yeah, send me a 5-pack
yeah.
so I can send them out to my connects as well. All right,
Okay, I'll do that once we get off of this interview.
all right, that works.
Okay.
That works.
So
Talk to them, Quest.
this is my favorite part of the show, depending on what the guests say.
Wow. Okay.
This is this is your moment. Like I said, every time you're on a different platform, like it's new people, new viewers, new potential fans and supporters. So this is your moment to say whatever you want to say to them. You know, to grab their attention, make them curious. You know what I'm saying? So this is your moment. Talk to the people. Let them know how to get in contact with you. Booking info, merch, whatever you got going on, words of wisdom, whatever you want the people to know about Uber Gang, the
I got
floor
you.
is yours.
Hey man, Uber Gang, UG under God, you good? You know, so I mean, first off, you could contact me at Instagram official Uber Gang, um, Facebook, my Facebook artist page official Uber Gang, Twitter, pretty much everything official Uber Gang. And then, like I said, it's a brand which is named UG. You know, under God, you good. So if I come up to y'all and it's just a random, I'll be like, you UG. That means I'm asking, are you good? You know what I mean? So it's just another slang word for you good. You know, so um, I feel like that anytime that you book me, anytime you ask for a feature, anytime you ask for an interview, anytime you ask for merch, I can guarantee that I'm gonna give you my all. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want that, then I'm not the one. If you want somebody to come give you um, some Hollywood act, be fake, or you know what I mean, not give you, you know what I'm saying, they're all, then you know what I mean, UG, we not it. That's not who you want. Because we come to give you whatever service you pay for, whatever platform you put on, we come to give you what you asked us to do, So that's how I feel, That's how I look at it. So to all my fans, to all my supporters, just know that if you book Uber Gang, we coming to put on the show. You know, we coming to perform, we coming to entertain. You know, you book me on the radio station, to I'm coming to talk to the people. I'm coming to bring good vibes, good energy. You good under God. You book me on a podcast. We coming to like just the same as you booked me for a radio show. So nothing more, nothing less.
There it is. I like that. I like that. I like that.
I approve.
You approve? You approve, Quest?
Uh,
Nah, I like that.
I
I like
know, I
that.
know the energy just different when it's just, you know what I mean. But it's just that energy. Like we good. Like the
Yeah.
house could be burning down. I'm good. I'm under God.
All right. There it is. I mean, real talk. Real talk. Energy and vibe goes a long way. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I'll be dead ass. We done interviewed a lot of people. We interviewed a lot of quote unquote celebrities. Some of them motherfuckers is dry.
It's just dry.
I be
It's just
like, I
it's
understand
Dry.
you popular and all, but
Yeah, and real
like,
talk,
yeah,
it ain't really
like,
it.
yeah. I know definitely what you mean by that. Now, trust me,
Yeah,
I know what you mean. That's why I like Big Extra Plug so much. That's my boy. He a celebrity, and he real good people. He ain't dry. He
yeah,
like, oh yeah, you just got 1.2 million, but I mean, you gotta understand, we still who we are. You know what I
facts.
mean? You still who you are. And half of the time, when you get blessings like that, you couldn't did it without the fans, the people
There it
around you,
is.
the haters, the lovers. So
Yep.
therefore, you have to give the credit, love, and credit where it's due. You know.
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
There's a lot of people that hate listen too. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hate listeners out there. They like,
Yeah.
I hate this dude, but they
Yeah.
still listening to it heavy. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You
Yeah.
got, I love them though. I love them type of people
Facts.
because
Facts. Yep.
those are the type of people that's gonna get you in the door. Because if somebody's hating on me hard, the next person is gonna tap in like, why is he hating on? What is he
Facts.
doing?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Why is he getting hated on? Why do they hate him so much? Let me go listen to his music. Then boom,
Yeah.
listen to my music. I got a stream, and then I might got another fan because they might like my music. You know what I
There it
mean?
is. There it is. I like that. I like that mindset. I like that mindset. Talk to him, Quest.
They don't realize they're doing you a favor.
Facts.
There we
Facts.
go. They doing me a favor. And people usually hate the person that's genuinely happy, genuinely
Mhm.
smiling, genuinely with good energy.
Yep.
You know,
I feel like he know us. Like
oh
That is
man,
real. That is real.
I feel. Oh
That
my
is real.
gosh, this interview is crazy.
Yeah, there it is.
Like I feel like you talking about us because we just genuinely good people who always here to help people and support them, and we got positive vibe. And then people be like, "Urgh." I'm just
Yeah,
like,
got some hate
relax,
watchers.
go drink
Damn
some
sure got
juice.
hate
mad
watchers.
as, mad as
Everybody
hell for no reason because you
mad
ain't.
as hell. Mad as hell. And you're like, why? Why? Yeah, did you have other people telling you, oh, why are dude so mad at you? I
I don't
don't know.
know.
I don't know. You know, man. Not
Hey,
like I took his girl. You know what I'm saying?
you got a light on you. Got you can see somebody and they got a light shining on them. You don't know why, where it's
Facts.
from, who, where, what did they do? They just have a light shining on them. It's just
Facts.
that's just how life is. You know, it's just how it is. You know,
Yeah. This has
so
been great. This has been great. You know what I mean? Love your vibe. It's song heavy. I love that song. You know what I mean? And once I get that pack, I'll make sure I'll ship that out to my people, so they can check you out as well. You know what I mean?
oh, man, I
Absolutely.
appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna follow your page on IG, and I'm gonna get a follow back, right?
Oh yeah. I think I'm already following you
I'm
because
just confirming.
I see. Look at you.
yeah, I think I'm already following you because when you sent me the flyer, I had my
Yes.
boy post it and then I tagged everybody for it, even DJ.
Okay.
I tagged
Okay.
everybody. So,
Just
you know,
All right.
making
Look
sure.
at just making sure.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like this
Gotta
song.
get
I
the
like
money
this song
young.
too.
Yeah, I like this song. I like
Yeah.
that.
You know what I'm saying? So we gonna going out here. You gonna dance a little bit?
I'm good.
You want me-
I'm
we want to right back. Yeah. And he's doing his thing over there.
jumping jacks.
Jumping jacks.
Yo, Nino is
Got
an
some stuff.
award-winning blend skill DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
gets
like before the
busy.
show started, he was over there cooking. I was like, man, who is that cooking like that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Don't let the silver fool you. Don't do that.
We over there cooking.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't let the silver fool you, man. I've been
Do you
doing
have
this
a
for years, man.
Thanks. Do you have a tour DJ?
I don't have a tour DJ. I do not have a tour DJ, man. So
So
That's one.
how? All right, when you're on the show, what do? You they just you give them like the show tracks or whatever, and you just do what you do.
when I go on, it depends on the show. I go to. Okay, when I went to South by Southwest, I had my boy that DJ pre-mix it,
Mm-hmm.
and then he sent it like that. And then when I went with when I opened up for like Big X and some other TSF artists, I just gave it to their DJ and we did like a sound check and he was telling me how he gonna bring me in and stuff like that. And we just kind of we just kind of got in our vibe and you just go off the crowd. Like you hear a crowd park, like we on the Cash Cow mission, like he gonna run that back, they go off the vibe, and so that's how it really just been so far.
Good. You got any like major shows coming up anytime soon or something that you want to tell people about? because we got people that listen all around. So talk to them.
Yeah.
Where can they see?
I have some major shows coming up, but they're not set. It's this summer. I got it's like 3 festivals I'm supposed to be going to. Is one.
Okay.
It's here in Dallas called it's called the Car Show Festival, and then the Rick Ross Car Show in Miami, and then it's a festival in Atlanta called it's not Coachella. It's some similar name. I have to look again. I don't want to just throw any name out there. But these 3 right there are we just getting the contract signed and getting everything getting the business aspect part of things done.
Let the business do what the business does, and if that's working, then that's where you will see them folks at. You know what I mean? Just keep check his IG. You know what I mean? I'm sure when he comes,
I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna keep you all updated. So make sure y'all do that. I enjoyed this show. Talk some questions.
This has been great. We appreciate everyone checking in on the TQuest Show with DJ El Nino with our special guest today, UBAH Gang.
The TQuest Show with DJ El Nino. Relatable, informative, yet entertaining. If you think you can handle being a guest on the show, contact us today. We've interviewed independent artists to mainstream, regular folk to celebrities. You never know who's going to be our special guest, and one day it may just be you. Follow us on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM and DJ El Nino. El Nino.